chargers for just a battery?
Both.
Do you have another battery or no?
No, this is good enough.
But do you have another one?
Yeah.
Where? In your bag?
Well, what you need me to charge anything?
My phone.
Yeah,
In a little bit though.
oh yeah, no, that's a lot. That's a lot of juice.
Is there two? Oh, there's two ports.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't have a cable?
I have a cable.
A USB? Or no?
Yeah. Let me see.
It's already micro. I have one in the car. I can get it.
Yeah.
This one is which one?
No, this is for the light.
Oh, okay. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go. The light?
Yes. Yeah, we light.
Yeah? Yeah, you're live, Gabarga. Just reefer, brother.
Yeah.
Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites, GMS Toronto. We're brought to you another week on the Highways and Byways. Prophesy the downfall of America, the people migrate, and the ushering in of the kingdom of the Hawashai, which is the kingdom of heaven. First of all, we say, Kal, Halaliam, La Yahweh, Bahashem, Hawashai, Bahashem, and Kakwadash. I say that one of the apostle elders of Real Listen, GMS, and peace to the elect. And so for those the other day, and we're coming to those days, when like these this man is so white man coming down the right way, right? And as you can see, they bring out these these laws and legislation to where it can't work, you can't travel, you can't go to to the bars, to the strip clubs, to have like your super extra activities. You have the job, right? You heard over there, like Australia, they actually came up with these, the Prime Minister of Australia came up with the mandate saying like how actually within the time zone, but this is the New World Order. This man is actually making something, it's actually coming too straight with it. So that's why we have a warning to the hearts and close to repent, come to Heavenly Father before the second when it comes to destruction. Okay, so what time please come back to our first sleep. Okay.
So let me get this up. This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 16 and 22. And it reads, "For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy."
That's right. Like right now, prices are going up, like there's a high inflation, like when gas prices are going up so much, but when the gas prices go up, basically the price will go up too. You see, like these grocery stores actually they have like a 3 days store worth of food. So these things happening, like this coming droughts happening in the world, this droughts in places, it's really, this floods actually, they're destroying the agriculture. Sound like these are ships, like these containers delivering the merchandise to the people. You have like farmers being made to destroy the plants and their produce. You have like meat actually being destroyed, by the elites. But you have like these elites actually trying to come, making money to buy seeds, to plant your own food. That's why like in terms of coming into a great drought, now we're going to great famine.
That's right. Let me get this, 2 Esdras 15 and 1. It reads, "Behold, speak now the ears of my people, the words of the prophecy, which I will put in my mouth, in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh, and cause it to be written in paper, for they are faithful in truth. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee, that speak against thee."
What the people of the Most High, so-called blacks, Latinos, the Native Americans, and all the people like scattered amongst other nations, right? If you believe this truth, if you actually identify this truth, this message for you. If you're supposed to repent, come out, and actually come to know who you are and call upon the Heavenly Father. The times are coming in, it's going to be hard times,
Verse 4, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." Because a lot of people don't have faith right now. Right? They have more faith in the so-called white man than the men of the Lord. Right? Verse 5, behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world. And the plagues right now, it says, it's the C-19, right? The sword, right? The famine, death and destruction. So a lot of people think that we're gonna, what's the word? Be better in this place. But little that you know, this place is going down, right? There used to be the line of opportunities, right? Everyone wants to come over here, you know, look better for yourself, but look at now, it's going backwards.
That's right, man. Even like what they, in America, they're actually coming up with these like, you know, they're making like, you know, these petty crimes to be, petty crimes, they're making, you know, like prostitution illegal, but they're coming up with this like, actually in a moratorium on, you know, on a rent. So like people like, you know, they're gonna be stuck, you know, they're gonna be left, you know, like, they're gonna be left, you know, without any protection out there. So it's also for so-called black people, so you can choose and come back, go down and actually, you know, so you're gonna get cut out here, you know.
Verse 6, for the wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the earthly works are fulfilled.
That's right. You know, like we live in these days, you know, actually, someone can actually be, you know, can call themselves, you know, like a man, to a woman. You know, you can have like, you know, like babies actually being able to, you know, realize, you know, pedophilia, which like, you know, having, you know, sex with, like, you know, with children. You know, it's like these days, you know, the risk is so high that when you can't even think how worse it gets. You know?
Verse 7, therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither I will suffer them because this in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous, Lord, cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. So here we are continually telling you, you need to stop doing what you're doing, stop doing wickedness. The Heavenly Father, sooner or later, is going to get you, right? But you have to trust more in the so-called white man than the man of the Lord, right? We're here for a reason. We're not here just to beg for money. Well, we don't get anything out of this. But we set up with the Heavenly Father to teach and get you back into the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. That's all. There's nothing over here for us, right? These other nations, they could live here better. Let them enjoy it, right?
Yeah, so he said, you know, as in the righteous come, the righteous, you know, the elect, you know, who like change the sound, cry, and all of Israel. Okay, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, verse 4, says, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go to the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh, and that cry for all the commissions that began to miss their home. That mark, you know, that's the mark of God. Nowadays, it's the Tawah. It's like that mark is a mark of exemption, right? It's a mark of exemption. But we also actually sign cry, you know, like, you know, see like no things happening in the village. When you see like, you know, people being forced to protect the hijab. You see people being, you know, being, you know, like being, the first fired, last hired. You know, you see people like, you know, being like, you know, like in the jail system. It's like we don't say cry for the permission of the officer. We say cry, we're also going to get the mark. The kitchen says, and the others said, in my hearing, go after him through the city, as might let down the high spear, and I have pity of the elderly, old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark. Okay, that I want. And begin at my sanctuary, then they began with the ancient men which were before the house.
Going back into 2 Ezra 15 and 9, it reads, therefore, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is laid as a flock to the slaughter, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Right? And who is the Lord's people? The people of the sign. It's not everyone else, right? It's a specific people. And right now, they're in a state, they're confused right now. They don't know what to do, right? They don't have to go right or left, right? They don't have to go with Esau or listen to us, right?
When it says the land of Egypt, that's not talking about like Egypt, it's talking about America, because it is, Egypt, America, the Bible has many, days, tradition, it's a license, right? So you have like it's called Babylon the Great, it's called Egypt, it's called Sodom, So the way that Egypt is actually to talk about America, America is land, it's like, you have slavery there. So you have like, when you look at the dollar bill, you have like all this like, like symbolism that goes back to Egypt.
That's right. Verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and I smite Egypt, the plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. So verse 12. Egypt should mourn, right? And the foundation of it should be smitten with the plague. And the punishment of Yahweh should bring upon it. They that till the ground should mourn, for their seeds should fail through the blasting hail with fearful consolation. Verse 14. Go to the war, them that dwell therein. No more distraction to your people. Because all you do is wickedness. Right? You think by doing wickedness you're going to succeed prosper in this place? No. Verse 15, for the sword and the destruction draw a knife, and one people should stand upon to fight against another, the swords in their hands. God was going to come to this place sooner or later, man. Right? Like the brother said, the prices of food is going up, the prices of gas is going up. Right? You see getting the same thing every week, right?
That's right. So say that,
And remember, it's not the food prices, right? So the gas prices and the food prices, it's not those prices. You know what it is? It's the dollar devaluing. That's right. The dollar has less value in it. That's called inflation. They keep printing the money, and it devalues the dollar. So it's not the price actually goes up. It's your dollar. You need more dollars. Right? Same thing with the produce. Right? Same thing.
that's I'm gonna actually like actually you better go fast, but actually giving you like all these things as checks. I'm gonna give you money for free. It makes when you get something free, it makes the money all these things as checks that they give you. You're not working, you're making money from staying home. But this whole like a so-called pandemic, because all actually.
And that's why they got rid of the penny too. The penny was copper.
Yeah.
All this other aluminum, that's all tin. That's all cheap metal. So they did that in the ancient world with the Romans. It was called coin clipping. If you look up coin clipping, they would have gold, but then they would melt it and take out like 75% of the gold, keep the quarter, and then mix it with some other bullshit metal, and they would devalue the it's the same thing. But that's why the Lord said a false balance is domination. You know?
One brother, it's the book of Isaiah 19 verse 2 says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. The spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek the idols, the charmers, and them that have the spirits, and the wizards. That's not, no, I'm not going to have these things, like you know, so-called, do the job, or is it that going to do the job? That's how you look at it, coming against each other. Actually, they're giving you like, they say like, you actually going like, especially your neighbors, or your family members, if you don't have a job, you call the cops, you call the people, government. So all these bring forth divisions, you know. So if it, there's this thing says like, you know, like united we stand, but divided we fall. America's clearly divided, you know. We get people who are for the jab, those who are against the jab, right? The other, those who actually are so-called, the right wing, which like the Republicans, the left wing, which like the Democrats, right? The so-called Antifa, which like be left. So all these things, you know, they're not clear to increase more and more. We're actually going to take a quick look at we get physical. You see, that's why it says like I would say the Egyptians, like at least the Egyptians. You see, that's time living in there. It says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of the cruel Lord, and the fierce king shall rule over them. The Lord, the Hawashai, the Lord of hosts. The waters shall fail, the water shall the sea, the river shall burst and dried up. And not the Lord for the Hawashai. When the Lord comes back, he's going to bring nothing but death and destruction to the so-called white man, his whole so-called supremacy. Right? The whole, you know, the whole enterprise is to try to come up with make it great again. Times of having one like that, not good all natural what became parents like with all the days of God, okay, remember how much to your own great glory. It's not going to be worse and worse. You know, good luck comes back, it's not bring a little bit of destruction. We're not getting peace. They think. It says, and the water shall fail from the sea, the river shall be wasted and dried up, and they shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of defense shall be emptied and dried up, and the reeds, the flood shall wither. Verse 7 is the paper reeds by the brooks by the front. Everything sown in the brooks shall wither, the river away and be no more. The fishes also shall mourn, and all they that cast angles into the hooks shall lament, and they that spread nets upon the water shall languish.
One in 13. Therefore their goods should become booty, and their house of desolation. They should also build houses that no inhabit them, and they should plant vineyards and not drink the wine thereof. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near, and it hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh, the mighty man, should cry there bitterly. A lot of people are confused. The day of the Lord is going to come and give everyone a high. If you read the scriptures, you got to read and have a picture in your mind when you read it. That's where I learned from the Apostle Kabari. Every time you make a video, whenever you read, have a picture, a vision, right? Verse 15, that the day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress. It doesn't say happiness. It doesn't say like we're going to have a party, right? Everyone is going to get together. A day of wastiness and a desolation. A day of darkness and gloominess, right? A day of clouds and a thick darkness, right? Verse 16, a day of the trumpet, alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. Verse 17, and I will bring distress upon men, that they should walk like a blind man. So in that day you're gonna see big guys acting like little girls, right? Because they have sinned against the Lord. Their blood should be poured out as a dust, and their place as the dung. So there's going to be a lot of people who's going to die that day, right? Verse 18, it says, neither their silver nor their gold should be able to deliver them that day of the Lord Yahweh wrath, and the whole land should be devoured by the fire of jealousy, for he should make even a spirit radiance of all of them that dwell in the land. Right? So there's gonna be a lot of people gonna die on that day. Right? And he says,
Look, if you have right now this currency dollar, right? If you can, you should be getting silver, and if you really can't, get some gold. Right? Get some gold. But there's gonna come a time where this water bottle will be worth more than gold because you can't eat gold, you can't drink gold. There's gonna be such a scarcity where water and whatever kind of food you have, that's what it says, your silver and your gold cannot, you're not gonna live with that.
well, in that movie, with Denzel Washington,
Oh, tequila.
yes, water is like gold, right?
Yeah, you have to trade it. You trade it.
You have to trade it.
Gloves, you
Yeah.
have a scarf. You guys are gonna get you halfway.
Yeah.
You have to get some more.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
So I think it says 1918. I'll make sure you got some silver and gold.
Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 19 it says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and the gold shall be removed. Their silver and the gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. Like those like this white so-called white man, it's like a savage general, they all this part, like the wealth, it's like, you feel like, if you have a good job, you have like a nice, like a nice job, good benefits, then you feel like you're set, right? Like I'm not always worried about like bills are paid off, like you have like never debt, it's good. That's why all this like having the money, having like well, not save you, you're ground. Because you can't benefit, you can't pay him to actually deliver you. And the Lord can help the gods. Okay? If you don't have the faith, believe in him, you'll never pick up.
Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from? I'm looking at your sign. I'm interested. Where are you guys from?
Where are you from?
Canada. My family's from Denmark. I'm just curious.
We're the Israelites. We're the Israelites. We read about the Israelites.
So
and-
you're...
and-
Yeah, I got it. Curious. Thank you. I've never seen a something like this. Very interesting.
Those people that call themselves Jews, they're not Jews. They're apostles.
You don't have to tell me that. Just like the dumbasses that are in power now that are trying to kill us. Yeah. You don't have to tell me. Where did you guys get the sign from?
This was from our elders, the apostles. They were given this through the Spirit,
Yeah.
right?
Nice.
This is all prophecy.
I like it. I like the line, the figurehead, because you got the southern and you got the northern. It's nice. Good job. Good job, guys.
You know about the Bible?
Pardon me?
You know about the Bible? You read the Bible?
I know a lot about the Bible. You're Jewish. I'm not, so we're going to have our
No.
differences.
See, the word
We
Jewish,
can still have a
the
communication.
word Jewish was the thing that those people labeled themselves by. You know what the word Jewish means?
You also got to remember that in today's society, what things mean are not the same as what it meant.
That's why you gotta go to
Back
the
in
root.
the day.
Exactly. You gotta go to the root of it, right?
And last night, I'm sitting at a place, and I was sitting beside a history professor at the university. He's a professor,
Right?
and he starts talking to me about stuff, and I'm like, one second here. You might know, you might specialize in, let's just say, 15th century, 18th century. But what actually do you know before that, which is more important than those things. You couldn't argue with it. And I'm like, so when you're in a professional university, you just fight with them. You don't know shit. So, that's it. What are you reading? Malachi. O-P-I-T? No, it's not.
That's the market. Yeah, the book is open. That's the market.
Sorry, that's what I thought was true. Sorry, guys. Have a great
All right,
day.
man.
Enjoy. Be safe, guys. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Keep here. Oh, the reason I'm asking is because my best friend was
That's a few words.
Yeah, my best friend was from Mali and he died 2 years ago, massive heart attack. So the uniforms, that's why I had to cross the street because you guys remind me. So, my heart. Bless, guys. Bless.
I have a quick script. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, and verse 15. It's going to like how it was just going to put the sign.
That's the
how
script.
And it says, and the word of the Lord Yahweh came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, and write upon it for Judah, and for the children of Israel, and his companions. Then take another stick, and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. That's coming into this truth, that's why you actually have this sign out here, so people can actually come and see, people can identify themselves, for the sign. That's what the Lord made Ezekiel to do, told him actually to write down, the tribes. That's why you can see, the tribes, the right-hand side, the bywords, the Arabic society. That's like, that's why you have the tribe go from like the northern kingdom to the so-called Latinos. Not so-called blacks, native, so-called Hebrews. It says, when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, will thou now shew us what thou meanest by this? Said to them, thus said the Lord Yahweh, Lord Yahweh shall shine power, behold, I will take the stick of Yahweh's son, Joseph, which is in the land in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them in his stick of Judah, make them a stick of the
Kingdoms. Like what? Kingdoms. Now when you look up that word stick, two sticks, when you look up stick, it actually says a plank of wood in it. Some brothers have different signs, but we used to have a sign that was actually a plank, right? That whole time. It was a plank of wood. So that's the spirit. People come up and they're so bamboozled by it because they're like, the guy said, I've never seen this.
You actually came humble, right?
So it's a trick because usually people, years ago, they come up and scoff. But now people, either he's a Jake or an Edomite, whatever he is, people are getting this thing, man.
That's right. It says verse 17, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, say, will thou not show us what thou meanest by this? Say unto them, thus said the Lord Yahweh, thou shalt show power. Behold, I will make the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, which with Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in thine hand. And the sticks were on with no warders shall be in thine hand before their eyes. So that's what I have here. Verse 21. And they said, and said to them, thus said the Lord Yahweh, Hashem shall power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation, land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all. And there shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. And it says, neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, or with their detestable things, nor any of their transgressions, but I will save them in all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them, so shall they be my people, and I will be their power. David my servant shall be king over them, and they shall all have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments, and observe my statutes, and do them. And David, lived that, as a queen, as a well as he came up as King Marshal, right? That's the David, that's why when this children was being made, together, raise up, King David once again, the top.
That's right. And a lot of people get confused with the sign because they come here like, well, how come we're not there? You gotta understand that we get scattered before the planet. We got brothers in Australia teaching, we got brothers in England, we got brothers in, where is it? In Alaska, we got brothers in South America. So it's not about the color, right? It's not about the color.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Most of actually gathering, all the right around them. So, many of them remember what they are. Like, time, when, they have been sealed and activated, that's when it's actually going to come back and actually save us and destroy our enemies. So, this all, it's playing along with prophecy. But we're back to what the most likely premise of fulfills Abraham. Was he Jacob promised that forsake us. So the Most High is making his word, it's making his word true by action. In those last days, remember who we are, it's fulfilling the promise of faith of Abraham. It says, verse 25, they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob, my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and the children and the children's children forever. My servant David shall be their prince forever. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant, and covenant with them, and I will bless them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. Chapter 4 also shall be them, there will be the power, and they shall be my people. The people shall know that I love Yahweh, this is for Israel, when the sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore.
Revelation 13, we're going to get into prophecy because we know the C19 is going to be it's just the beginning of when the mark of the beast comes. We're not going to better words. Okay, so this is stages that they do, right? This wasn't like overnight they came up with this. So Isa knows what he was about to do. So here's Revelation 13, and star 9. It reads, any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth to captivity, to go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He has the patience and the faith of the saints. So those ones that went into captivity, right, to the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Arab Americans, he says we're not going to captivity, right? Because you're not going to get a ticket to go to the kingdom of heaven. No. Even though in the kingdom of heaven you're going to be a slave, right? Now, verse 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns, like the lamb, and he speaks as a dragon. Verse 12, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. He caused the earth and then which brought therein to worship the first beast, whose very wood was healed. And he,
The beast talking about like Nero and the EU, right?
Right.
When Nero and the EU came back, that was actually the Roman Empire that came back first. That was the first beast, right? And like when it says like respect as like a lion, respect as a dragon, that's because when man came over here in America, like when it came over here, like South America, it actually came like like in a peaceful way, came like all big, like friendly. Really, like what happened was like actually like massacred the so-called Native Americans, right? Like to this day, like it's still doing it to this day. Right? As it says like he has two horns. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's going into like the right wing of America. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Two parties.
Two parties, yeah, kind of.
Democrats, Republicans,
yeah.
the liberals and conservatives. And then you gotta also link up facts like when you go into law, all the terminology goes back to Latin. So like for example, the Black's Law Dictionary, it all goes back to Latin. Verbs, or even verbs, or botany. All the names of the plants, the roots are Latin because he saw David look like that. So it all goes back to the Romanized Latin. The architecture of the cities. When you go to the Parliament in Ottawa, when you go to government buildings, the architectures are shaped just like in Rome. So they follow that same system. The different gods. Nike's one of the biggest companies in the world. That was a Roman god, right?
And you have like the Colosseum, the sort like the entertainment, when you have like you had so-called back in the days, you had like gladiators come, you have the Olympics, gymnastics, all those things go back to the
verse 13, and he do great wonders, so that he made fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceive them that walk on the earth. That's so-called white man. He's been deceiving you from the beginning, right? By the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast, which had the wound by the sword, and did live. And that image is the system, right? It's not the picture of Caesar Borgia. So a lot of people think that. There's no an embargo, right? Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak, because for as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So, especially right now, the sea is them making it mandatory, right? You're gonna get to a point where either you take it, you're gonna get beheaded, right? You should choose, right? You're gonna be on the other side. Verse 16, and he calls old, both small and great, poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on the right hand on their foreheads, that no man will buy or sell. It says that no man might buy or sell. So if you don't have it, you won't be able to feed your family. You won't be able to feed your kids, right? Save ye that have the mark, the name of the beast, the number of his name. Verse 18, here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding to count the number of the beast, there's the number of a man, and his number is 636. Right? So just a matter of time when Esau come and push this quick. Right?
But look, they're already saying if you don't take this shit, you shouldn't be able to go and get groceries or work.
Yeah.
And that's only the job.
That's right.
And then this thing, it still doesn't make you immune to it. They still said you can catch it and spread it.
That's right.
And then they said, the Delta variant, this job is up against that. More.
So slowly, this is killing you. Now you have so much.
And that physician, there's a physician I was speaking in school. He said, look, what this thing does, it basically suppresses your immune system.
Yeah.
So all these new people that are getting sick because right now we're in a new wave in Toronto. We're in a new wave in Ontario.
Yeah.
There was 500 cases the other day. They said, look, this thing is spiking.
Yeah.
And what they did was they gave these people a little, you know, they let the leash off,
Yeah.
so to speak, in July and August, and they're enjoying it. And they were about to launch mid to end September.
Wow. So you were saying that this stage 3, everything's gonna be opened up fully. The new variant, we say, no, you know what? Let me just slow it down and love this place again. Right? People don't believe it. There you go. Right?
And then you put up that thing in Quebec, in Montreal, where in the 1800s, they were rioting. They were rioting because of the smallpox vaccine they were trying to get in the team. So the people in Quebec, man, they're in a different spirit.
Yeah, they are 100%.
Proverbs 12 verse 10 says that a righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. So, you know, so you have this man, you know, coming, the serpent juice, trying to tell you that this is good for you, this is good for you, it's good for your health, it's good for you, but really, you know, it's actually it's making people to die than actually saving. You know? Actually, like they call this, you know, they call it this so-called, you know, these thing, you know, they say, you know, it's the worst thing, and yet actually, like, this thing has like a survival rate of like over 99% survival rate.
Yeah.
How you gonna make like people take, you know, take something like that, you know, that it's actually, you know, like it's obscure, you know, it's like,
Well, there's more people that die from pneumonia as a flu.
yeah, that's right.
And what happened to the flu shot? What happened to the flu?
That's right. You know, the back here, well, we can see like, well, this man, you know, the thing that he has, you know, it's a lie, you know, it's like, it's not real, you know, like, it is, you know, you have people actually being forced to take, you know, something, which, like, you know, you can't know that, to actually have a sense. It was not serious, you know. It was not deadly. You should have a chance to actually know you have it. You know, you could just like you know they have it because you know you have this, right? It's not. That's why people are it's money. People are actually trying to come against, you know, his so-called agenda. Brings out what's it about First Maccabees 1 verse 41 is that moreover Jesus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people and everyone should live his laws, so all the hidden according to the commandment of the king. There are many also Israelites considered to his religion and sacrifice to idols and prepared the Sabbath. The king has sent letters and messages to bring it to the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land. Right? So, you know, this man is coming with different draconian priests, laws. Right? So, you have the job, you get fired, you know, you can't go to work. You know, like, you work in the government, you know, the public sector. They literally get the job. Right? So this is the draconian law that's coming with, right? It's going back, you know, this is going back to like these originals all the way back to the ancient times. It says, for the king had sent letters by measures of people in Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, that they should profane the Sabbaths and festivals and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary, and pollute people. Set up altars, groves, chapels and idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and human beasts. And they should also lead their children circumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, to the end they might forget the law and check all the ordinances. Whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die. Right? You know, as in, that's what's going to lead to, man. It's going to come to a point where, like when you don't have, like even like Russia, like Australia, it's actually coming. They're bringing the military to actually bring the job to take this injection. You know, so like, the times are coming in. You know, it's actually going to actually make it. You know, it's going to bring the military. You're taking, actually.